Hi, this is a Lua tutorial using Corona SDK. As you can see, none of these do nothing for now, but I might as well show you guys how I've put this together. So let's start a new project. We'll go to File, New Project, and I'll give it a name. I'm just going to call it Circles underscore Lua. Save it on my desktop. There, and I'll select sideways. I don't want upright, I want it to be sideways. You can see it's a blank project, so click on OK. So what happened is the following files are generated, but I don't need any of these. I can always close it or double click on the main Lua right there, which is the where you're going to be entering your code. If you don't want to do that, you can always close that and come to where it says File and click on Open Editor. Okay, click on OK. Next thing is I'm going to use the local variable local. Let's give my variable, I'm going to call it circle1 and equals display dot new circles. Okay, now we have to define the size of this circle, so that's 0, 0, 30. That's the size and the location of my circle. So I also need to maybe assign some color to it. So circle 1, like as I call it right there, circle 1 equals column. Fill the color, and we fill it with red, just like you guys saw previously. So that is for red color, and I now need to specify the location of my circle. So circle 1 dot x-axis, that will be 0, which will be somewhere up there. Okay, and I also need to define the y-axis of my circle. The y-axis of the circle will be as follows. Let's go for maybe 50. Okay, let's save that. Since it's already saved, just click on your Corona SDK right there and click on relaunch. Okay, now we have an error. Let's see what might be the problem. That's on line 2. Let's go to line 2 and check that out. As you can see, the color here is a reserved word. Really, that should be uppercase. So let me save that. I'm going to save it now since I've corrected that. Let's save it and go back in there. You can see it's now red. And the default the reserved word is uppercase, not lowercase. So what I would then do is I'm going to copy this across. Let's copy it across. If I copy that, and it's either I call that circle 2, I can call it circle 2 if I want. Let's copy it across and let's change the coordinate. In this case, the next one will be 80 right there. You can see the y-axis is still 50. And let's change it to different color right now. Let's go for maybe 0, 2, 5. Yeah, that's fine. Save it and just come right there, relaunch. You can see that gives me sort of like light green color. So maybe let's divide this screen into 2. And there. Okay, let's bring this down, just drag down, and let's copy again. Paste it one more time, and if as you can see, you will notice there's 80 different for the coordinates. So let's add another 80 to this, so that should give us 160, right? And what color this time around? Maybe let's go for 255, 0. and just save it again and relaunch. That's a yellow. Okay, let's create another one, and you can see, if you notice, I'm still using exactly the same y coordinate, which is 50. So I need to add another 80 to that, so that will give me 240. And the color this time around, maybe we should enter 0 here. Let's move this here and just enter 0 right here. Delete this, save, relaunch. Okay, if you continue doing that, you end up filling this. So let's give it another try. If you notice, I'm using the same variable name right here. You can always change it, or you can leave it as the same name. So let's give this another try. For the next one will be, let's go for, add another 80 to that. That will give us 320. We want to save that. We end up with the same color, but this time around, let's use that as a midway point and just change that to white. 1 1 1 1 1 1 should give us white, really. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that, or maybe copy this very one. That's 0 0 0. Okay, let's start with red again. Paste, and this time around, that would be, add another 8 to that. That would be 400, and the red color is 0 0 25500. So let's save, refresh, red. So let's go for green this time around. Copy, come right down into green right there, and the green will be, this one will be 480, and the green color is, yes, yeah, that's correct. That's the green color, I believe. So save there. So what I would then do is just copy that across and change the coordinate, the y coordinate this time around, and just increase that. So let's have a go at the second row. So for the second row, I might as well just, let's break that apart. I'll now copy all of this. Let's copy it all, come right down here and paste that for the second row. With the second row, I'll change all of this to 120. Okay, save that. So let me run it so that you guys see what that is for the second row. Okay, so I'm just going to enter 120 in all. 120 here, 120, and another 120. There's 2 up there. It should be 120, 120, 120. Now save and relaunch. You see that it's taken care of. Now let's take care of the third row. Let's copy this. So if you notice, I added 70 to the second row. So for the third row, we should add another 70. So let's add another 70 to the third row. So let's start from here. That will be 190, and scroll right down, another 190, 90 there. Okay, save it. That's the third row in place. Now we need, I think, maybe the final one. So if we add 90 here, so we need to add another 70 to that. That would give us 260. So let's change this to 260. Just copy that 260 for the fourth row and just paste it across. Paste. Okay. Right there. So save that and relaunch. That's it, guys. As you can see, we have in total we have 7 columns and 4 rows. So let me just show you all of the codes again. As you can see, it's all the same lines of code. There isn't much different. Okay, you can develop the same thing, and I'll be back with more tutorial. You all have a nice day now.